Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is One Broke Millennial here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video that was requested by a subscriber. This is the basis Paul right here. The basis Paul said, where is it? Here it is. Midas $20. Please make a video on their migration and all that we stakers have to do after the migration. And then also, if you can please look into, I think this is multi-chain coin and cross-chain finance. I'm currently still looking into these two projects, and I will make a video on those with what I discover after I finish my research on it. I don't really want to jump straight into another project without even thinking about, without trying to do some kind of research on what I'm getting into. So today we're going to be talking about Midas You. Also, before we even start, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am just documenting my road to financial freedom and all the bumps and failures along the way, so that way you guys can learn from my mistakes. So currently, crown price $23. It has dipped since the high, well, the most recent high of like $60 a few days ago. Here is the treasury balance. Is up to 1,500,000. I remember at one point this was just 500,000. They didn't even have a million in it, so it's dope that it's currently climbing. Total locked-in value is at 12 million, so that's great, with a market cap of 16 million. My current investment, I don't have anything minted right now, and as you can see, the mint price is atrocious when it comes to discounts at a -50, -53. They don't need any more minters. They just need more people to buy and hold. That's it. So staking, I have currently 26 crown in there. Man, a few days ago this was up to like 1,500. Like if I'd have sold all of my crown at that point, I would have been ahead of all my investments that I ever put into Midas You. Currently, I want to say $200 or $300 below break-even price if I want to sell. But again, I'm not selling. I'm just showing you. I have 26 crown. I remember when I first got in here, I only had 2 crown. So this is a nice return right now. Currently, I'm making $15.90 a day. For the rebases, so that's cool. And APY is staying at a nice 1,000,000%, which is, still pretty damn good compared to other DAOs out there, especially with a DAO that has dipped this far low. So what is the whole thing to do? What's the plans currently? Well, I have to show you guys Discord before I can really get into everything that's going on with Midas, with the migration, with the future plans. Let me pull that up real quick. Currently with Crown, what we're doing is going into a version 2. So basically they have to figure out what the new coin is going to be called, and they're going to be implementing a tax on it for selling. I'm not sure about the buying part or the minting. I know I don't think minting or bonding is going to have a tax on it, because that would be weird. So you would just basically mint or bond if the bond is going to be higher than the actual tax that you would be buying it at market price. So that's still good. And the tax is literally just there for anyone who's trying to do day trading on the cryptocurrency, the whales that jump in and jump out really quick to make a quick buck. For anybody that's going to be staying in it long term, like we're talking about a week, a month, 2 months, stuff like that, that 5% or 6% tax that they're going to add to the crown isn't going to be anything. It's not going to be anything of any significance, because the rebases would cover the tax anyway after like 5 days or some shit. Especially if currently if you get a 14% return on your investment in 5 days. 14% return on your investment in 5 days would easily cover a 5% tax that will, where you would buy in at a 5% tax. So it's that's nothing. But anyway, again, we don't know if that's going to happen right now. There's going to be an AMA pretty soon, so we'll be able to ask those questions there. So currently, what we as current stakers are going to be getting into is a transfer of a 1-to-1 to version 2 crown. So it's very, very beneficial, and this is not financial advice. This is very beneficial for us to accumulate as much crown as we can now, so that way when version 2 kicks off, we'll have a one-to-one swap, especially if that price goes up. Now the transfer of the one-to-one to a version 2 token with a 6% tax on buys and sales to prevent swing trade whales. Now this is what they have planned. This isn't what they're doing, right? So this isn't set in stone yet, so we don't really know for sure, but this is definitely what they have planned for it. We're going to try and have a 50,000 US dollar daily withdrawal limit on staking and minting to prevent massive dumps. This enables us to have the most competitive APY rates while still not getting annihilated by whales. Midas Kingdom and the MCC components are still to come. The MCC, I think, I'm not sure if this is what I'm reading, but this is like the multi-chain coin. I don't know if that's correct or not. I still have to look up what MCC means, but when I looked it up, that's what that meant. The throne nodes will be implemented on version 2. Now, so we know what they're trying to do, right? And what we as stakers have to do is that we have to keep and accumulate. That's what we have to do right now. Keep and accumulate. Keep and accumulate. So the more coins we have, the better we will be for version 2 when we have the one-to-one swap. Now, once we get into version 2, all this other stuff like, the 6% tax, the withdrawal limit, I have stuff to say about that, and we'll get to that in a few minutes. But after we accumulate and swap over, we have the throne nodes to implement. So the long haul for me is creating thrones, so that way I can get passive income for weeks, months, and a year at a time. That's my overall goal. Accumulate crowns now, so that way I can afford a throne once those thrones come out. And currently I have 25 crowns, meaning I can get 2 thrones and then stake the rest, stake like 5 more crown for just like rebasing. And I'm okay with that. I love that idea. And that's for me. Like for you guys, y'all can do whatever you want, but this is just like my overall goals. In the interim, trading will remain live. This will take up to 3 weeks for the total for everything to be done. And if people want to buy on version 1 pre-tax, it makes most sense technically. 1 million of the treasure is being allocated to Nice, Spell, and Own. And this is marketing is going to be held off for the version 2 launch. We will continue to maintain Crown version 1 as we work on version 2. We will maintain healthy APY and monitor discounts. The gift of Midas is still going. So for me, overall, like as I've done my research, Siam Kidd had came out with a video recently, and he talked about Midas, he talked about APY, and I low-key think that he was trying to kind of warn Midas as opposed to like talk bad about him.
Anti-whale sentiment is not good for DAOs. You have to get it around your heads. If you are in a team, let's say you're a developer in a DAO of some sort, a rebasing DAO, you mustn't make things too stringent and anti-whale-ish, because you'll never attract the big money, which means your project will never take off. Yes, have a 5% sales tax. That's fine. Whales don't give a shit about that. But don't make it so prohibitive that you just completely get rid of all whales, because you'll just basically kneecap your own project and it'll never take off. And liquidity is the main thing. Yeah, market cap is interesting, but it's liquidity. Like if you look at Midas right now, the last time I checked, it was like $1 million liquidity. You can't do shit. Hell, selling $10,000 worth of, let's say, ignore the word Midas. Let's say it's any DAO and it's $1 million liquidity. If you try and sell $10,000 worth of whatever that token is, you're going to get slipped 1.5%, 2% maybe. Which means you're never going to attract anyone. Imagine trying to buy 50 grand of that. You're going to get slipped like 20%. It's not good.
The more whales you have, the more liquidity you have. For me personally, doing my research and looking into all this stuff, again, correct me if I'm wrong, because you guys may know more than me. Well, you guys know more than me, but from what I see, the stuff that really hit us the most was the high APY. At a extreme APY of trillions and trillions of percents, where we get into the dodeca decillion number, like 50 digits of percents, that inflated the crown so much to where if someone does sell, now there's that much more crown on the market with nobody to buy it back. If anything, the APY destroyed it, not the whales. A whale can jump in and now you have a lot more liquidity to play with. And if you just implement a tax, if they were to sell, depending, no matter if it's 100,000 or not, if they were to sell and you're getting a 5% tax on that sale, that would be more beneficial because that sale is going into the treasury where you have even more money to play with, even if the price of crown, even if crown is inflated. That means you can buy more crown back with that 5% tax that you just did on $100,000 or $1 million that they put in. So I would be okay with whales being in the project because I don't plan on unstaking my stuff at any moment, other than just to take small profits here and there from my thrones. But yes, that's just my quick observation of it. And then also we have a few more announcements. Again, there will be a AMA soon, so we'll have an AMA Monday. We have the advisors and Golden Boy go over a few things as we gear up for version 2. I'm sorry, let me turn this phone off. All right. The likely name change we'll need to do from Crown, currently Treasury situation, from time investments, and the team's commitment to our version 2 launch deadline. So this is really something to look out for. Also, go ahead and hit up the Twitter so you guys can be up to date. Fuck! I thought I turned this off. My bad. All right. So you guys can be up to date with what's going on here. Please follow these. Please follow the Discord. Please follow the Twitter. Also, this just happened recently. I'll keep this short. I want to wish everyone a happy new year. I'll also mention that we're also about to begin the second chapter of Midas You, and we anticipate a crazy year. More details with the reveal in upcoming AMA and days. So there you go. Stay up to date with it. Sorry if I made this video so freaking long, longer than it needed to be, but let me just do a quick recap. So for us that state, what we plan on doing, or what we should be doing, is getting crown, keeping crown, accumulating crown, and then switch over to version 2 where we will stake. Some people will take their profit so that way they can play with the house money or whatever, and that's understandable. After that, when thrones drop, get your thrones and start staking those thrones. Start placing them in your weeks, your months, your year periods to spread it out and start making your money. Start getting your money to work for you, basically. And then from that point, we just wait around for them to implement the NFT games, their NFT investments, their altcoin investments, that kind of thing. And we just wait and watch the money grow. That's pretty much it. And for me personally, that's when I start, kind of moving funds around and start investing in other things myself, and the games and the NFTs that they're investing in. So the more projects that I know that Midas is investing in, the more projects I can look at to invest in myself, because if it grows with Midas, then that means it's going to grow with me as well. And then still look into Time Wonderland and like the other kind of stable DAOs that I would also invest in along with Midas, because again, if Midas is investing in these things, then it's probably a good bet that I should be investing in these things too, just to keep up with current growth with all these different projects. But anyway, if you guys want me to talk about something else, if you want me to look into something else, do some research about something that you're interested in, let me know in the comments below. I love all these comments. Guys, we are currently at 46 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. If you made it this far and I gave you some kind of value in your life with cryptocurrency or just like value in general, please consider subscribing, hit that bell notification icon so that way you can get notified when I upload another video. And until next time, I hope you guys stay safe, and until all are free, peace out, y'all.